Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? This is your boy AC, and we're back with a breaking news edition of LA Sports Live. Not really breaking news right now. I think we're what time is it? 2 o'clock. So we're like 12, 15, 16 hours removed from the breaking news that we saw yesterday evening. This yesterday evening is one of those days, one of those times where you're going to remember exactly where you were when said event happened. Had a long day yesterday, man. Had an early start. Ended it by watching the Royal Rumble with my family. Had some food, had some drinks, had a good time. Made a quick run, pulled up on my driveway, and Sham says, "I apologize, guys. I'm working downtown LA. I'm near traffic, so I'll probably mute when the traffic is loud. But anyway, um, we get the Shams bomb. The Lakers have acquired Luka Doncic from the Mavs for Anthony Davis. So I'm guessing, I'm sure it's just like everybody else. You know, uh, you double check to see if the tweet is real. You double check to see if the account is legit. You double check the account to see if you see the blue check mark. You double check the account to see if the person has the right number of followers, and I'll be damned, everything checks out. And the Rob Palinka slander must cease and desist right now. Number one, that's done. That's over with. It's through. No more Rob Palinka. Um, no more Rob Palinka slander, because even you could you could say that this fell into the Lakers' lap. But they could have did something stupid and said no. They could have did something stupid. They could have done something stupid and said no. Or they could have done something stupid and say, we don't feel like we should have given up any picks because you called us. They could have done something stupid like that. We would have never known about it more than likely anyways. But the point is, Luka is now a Laker. And in my opinion, I might be wrong. Time's gonna tell, but in my opinion, now that Luka is a Laker in a real big market, like he deserves to be, with the LA Lakers, we know you guys. We all know about the Lakers. This is a Lakers channel, so we all know about the the history of the Lakers, and that they're the greatest NBA franchise and the greatest professional sports franchise in the country. But now that he's with a real team and a real organization, I believe Luka is now the face of the league. Can't be the face of the league wearing a Dallas Maverick uniform. At least he can't. But Luka Doncic and the LA Lakers, purple and gold, playing in downtown LA, he's the face of the league now. And the Lakers have a new superstar player who's in his motherfucking prime. Oh, man. Uh, I know teams hate the Lakers, bro. I know people are going to say it's a conspiracy. You got your Dallas fans, you got your Golden State Warriors fans, you got your Clipper fans, even those sorry ass Nets fans when they was trying to kick up dust a few years ago. Denver Nugget fans. Oh my God, they have to absolutely hate the Lakers now. You know they hated the Lakers with a passion. It's just, they just have to. Hey, goddamn, Eric Kwan, you say something that's very makes a whole lot of sense that nothing that nobody's really talking about, and that's what. I won't say forget the Lakers. We'll talk about the Lakers in a minute. But read what Eric Kwan said. Maverick fans are torching the new ownership. I've been hearing all day. Everybody all on TV trying to figure out this trade. If it makes sense, it don't make sense. I'm a Lakers fan. The Lakers want to trade, so who gives a shit? But I've been hearing people roast the fuck out of uh, uh, Dallas Mav um, player personnel people. Was it Nico Harrison? They've been torching poor Nico, saying that he's the dumbest GM in the league and he doesn't know what he's doing and he'll never get another job and he ought to get fired. Uh, Listen to what I'm about to say, Eric. Let me run this by you. Nico Harrison, first of all, was hired by Mark Cuban. The guy knows what he's doing. And there's two things about this. Nico Harrison has a long track record and relationship with Anthony Davis. Number one, been following Anthony Davis for years. Has been wanting to get Anthony Davis for years. Hold on. What's up, big dog? You in there?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Hey, let me go on my little rant. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, bro.
Uh, Let me go on my little rant about the Mavs real quick.
Yeah,
Uh, Everybody's questioning about why would the Mavs do this? Is it a stupid trade or whatever the case may be? Nico Harrison should be fired, and I'm like, do you guys honestly think that Nico Harrison has the okay? He has the green light. Even has the balls to trade a player of Luka's caliber without. First of all, you got to get clearance from ownership to do it. But my theory is, and then we can discuss this. We can discuss this. My theory is he was instructed to trade Luka. That's my theory. Because there's no way, no general manager of no team was going to trade the player the caliber of Luka um, without questioning his ownership and not having the blessing of his ownership. And what it really boils down to is if the Mavs want to come off of Luka, it's just something about him which we kind of know about that they don't like, they don't feel comfortable about. But when you hear stupid shit like that, it's usually coming from who? Some dumbass owner. Because only dumb owners make moves like that. A regular season owner would not trade a player the caliber of Luka Doncic. When you have a player like Luka Doncic, he may be unhappy. You might not be happy with him with something he's doing or he's not doing, but you don't trade him. You damn sure don't trade him at 25. You make him stay, and you try to figure it out and use all avenues, and then you trade him anyway. Go ahead, man. Just give me your point of view from what you think from the Dallas Mavericks point of view. What the hell are they doing?
yeah, I agree. I agree with everything you said. This definitely comes from up top, and especially because it's new ownership, right? So I think this is just him, trying to separate himself from the previous regime and Cuban and all that. Um, and he saw what they were going to have to pay Luca. And, they try to find little excuses to why he's not worth that super. He was going to be the highest paid player in NBA history with that super max that he was eligible for. It was like $350 million or something like that. So um, this is just them trying to punt on that, and there's no validity to it because you can't validate it because Luca was just in the finals. People forget that Dallas went to the finals last year. And you look at Luca's numbers in the finals. Luca balled out in the finals. Kyrie didn't. Kyrie came a little short. If
Yeah,
Kyrie plays a little better in some of them games, that series probably goes 6 or 7, and you get to six or seven in the finals. You never know what could happen, right? So
right, right.
you can't validate this move at all. from their perspective. But it is what it is. They chose to do it. They sent Luka where I believe Luka wanted to go. The report is this is the only team that they talked to. We know Luka's been enamored with the Lakers. We know him and LeBron are close or tight or whatever. And shout out to Robert Genie not getting in the way. Because they very well could have gotten in the way of this, even though it fell in their lap. They very well could have been like, well, we're not going to move AD or anything, right? So shout out to them for not doing that and for getting the Lakers their next superstar, for the next decade.
Yeah, definitely. I just my theory is just no real seasoned owner, especially if they do have any kind of basketball background. A seasoned owner knows better, not to make a move like this. But it kind of seems like a recent trend with some of these billionaire owners. They like to make a big splash, and or whatever the case may be. We saw Ballmer. He made a big splash when he got the opportunity. The guy with the Suns, he tried to
Right.
make a big splash, and we knew that we just you know we knew getting Bradley Beal was just probably not a good idea. Adding them to two players who are always hurt, and then Beal is always hurt, and to strip them all their assets. So I just kind of figured that it's just another one of those decisions from billionaire owners who are not really basketball savvy. And like in this case, what you're saying, they probably just, for whatever reason, didn't feel comfortable paying Luka this money. And I don't know, they started part ways. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I got on that, bro. It's like, I mean, really, who cares? But I think Nico's getting getting bashed, and he's not the right person for the people
Right.
to be
Right.
talking trash about.
Right. I think too it was because of that statement he made talking about they feel they feel that they wanted to go for defense. Like that doesn't justify the move because you
Nah,
want
he's just
defense. You
he's
don't
just
trade a
trying to play a
25-year-old
look.
superstar. Yeah, top
No,
three.
yeah,
And
yeah,
this
no.
yeah, right. And this is what this is common when you break up with someone. You try to get ahead of it and you say you try to say this and try to say that about the person to try to save face.
Right, right,
But
and
it's
he's
it's,
trying to
it's
he's trying to protect the ownership.
right, right. Yeah,
Whatever. He's just at
that's
the
what
end
he's
of the
there
day,
for.
he's just doing his job, man. So,
Right.
so the Lakers, how the fuck do they keep doing this, bro? This is this is crazy, man.
Oh man.
This is crazy.
Right.
Shout out to Res Dog in the chat, man. We don't rebuild, we reload. That's it, man.
That's
How
facts.
how does this keep happening with the Lakers, bro? I don't understand. How does it keep happening?
And this is crazy because it's not like we went out and got De'Aaron Fox or Trey Young or Zach Levine. We got Luka Doncic, bro. Luka Doncic, a top three player in the entire NBA, man. That's wild, bro. That's wild. Again, Reg Dog is 1,000%. This is what we do. This is what we do. And post Kobe, we went through what we went through, and then they went out and got LeBron. And then they get AD with it, get a title. Now they go out, as bleak as things are looking now. They go out and land Luka Doncic that nobody saw this coming. Like nobody. This came out of nowhere. So yeah, this it's wild. I still can't believe it, man.
Definitely, definitely a big surprise. Um, our boy, well, I guess you could say Rob, but definitely Rob and the Mavs moved, in stealth mode on this one. I guess there's two trains of thought. Some people are like, well, the Mavs are crazy because they could have got a much better deal, I
Right.
suppose. But I kind of think when you move a caliber superstar player like Luka, you don't want to be You don't want to be. First of all, it's controversial. Period. Trading him when he's. I don't know. I don't even know if he's reached his prime yet. But
You know,
I kind of think they just move like this because they don't. They didn't want it to be too messy. They didn't want to be in the news too long. And I think they had pretty much maybe one. You know, the Lakers had said no. Maybe they would have called one more team, but I think they pretty much had it earmarked on what what player they wanted. Um, what do you think? You think they should have put Luka on the open market? I kind of think it makes the whole situation look messy and maybe might deter other players from going there. So, what do you think, man? You think they should have just put Luka on the open market, or was it better to move in stealth mode?
even if you don't put them on an open market, I think you talk to more teams. Um, like I saw one report said they talked to one other team and the team wasn't interested. You start guessing which teams because what they wanted a defender, they wanted a superstar. So you start guessing like what teams are. Immediately you jump to someone like the Spurs, right? You try to go after
Right,
Wemby or Milwaukee. You try to go
right,
after Giannis.
right,
OKC,
right.
you try to go after. There's only a handful of players. OKC, you try to
Correct.
go after SGA. So
Right.
I feel like even if you didn't make it, you know, put it out there, like you definitely have to just talk to other teams because you can, as great as AD is, this is no knock on AD, as great as you could get more for Luka Doncic than just AD in the first round pick. Like even if you got picks and some younger guys, you didn't get a superstar back. You can definitely get more than what you got. So I don't know. Again, like you said, you don't want it to be a messy situation, and they wanted it done. Like obviously, they wanted it done right now. This is the right now thing.
Right.
It wasn't something like we went through this with Kyrie. It played itself. It just prolonged and all that. They didn't want anything like that. They didn't want it to go past the deadline into the summer. You know, having him there for those few months, the rest of the
Hmm.
year, knowing they're going to move. They didn't want that, but I just think you talk to more teams because you could have got something better than this. I mean, even if you call like Utah's in the deal, even if you say give me, you know, Lowry, Marketing, and Kessler and some of them picks, right?
Right. Because
Whatever
you
the
got to
case may
think
be.
about
So
it. If they had called some of those other teams, um, would Denver have entertained that? For the Joker? I don't think so.
no, I'm not doing it. And that's yeah, I forgot to mention that's another team
Yeah.
you're going to call, right? Yeah,
I
yeah, I'm not,
mean,
I'm not, I'm not doing that. I think to
if
me, I think Jokic is the best player in the NBA still. And
right,
I
right,
think
right, right,
Luka is right behind, two or three. Now,
right.
some people may say Giannis or SGA because of the defense, but
Uh,
what Luka does offensively, I have him up there right behind Jokic.
mhm. Yeah. So really, when you think about it, it's only really a handful of teams that would have had the kind of talent to send out, that would be even comparable. Not forget about the picks, but the Dallas they want a difference. They want another star player in return.
Right.
And I'm just not so sure the other teams would want to even entertain moving their star players. But in this case, the Lakers had two.
Right.
They
Right.
have two star players, man. But anyhow, that's Dallas's problem to figure out. So what do you think is the long term implications of this trade? Man, you think Rob is done, or does the whole mindset and outlook of the Lakers change, or do we now go all in now? Do we instead of holding back, but you kind of had a
Right.
feeling like they were doing now that we got Luka, which is shit, basically one of the best players. I think Luka has the talent to be the best player ever. I don't know if that ever will happen, but what kind of mode is Rob now in? Is he now definitely in win now mode or making more moves, or
Right.
what do you think?
Yeah, I definitely think you follow this up. There's other moves coming because one, they don't have a starting caliber center on the roster, right? All you got is Jackson Hayes there. That's literally it. So you have to do something. But Luka is good enough, where now I think you can go after, you put you get the right move, you could go after a title. And the right move doesn't have to be, it's not another all-star type guy, right? You can just a legit big, depending on which route you want to go. You want to get defense, you go after a defensive big, or if you want someone who can give you some defense but give you offense as well, who fit next to those guys, and like a Miles Turner, you do that. But I definitely think the Lakers should be all in. I mean, you were able to do this deal with only moving without moving both first round picks, so you still got the pick, you still got Rui, you still got Gabe's contract, so you got contracts to stack up to get a guy, and you still have the first round picks. So, um, obviously the move is going to be beneficial long term, right? Moving forward, post LeBron, post LeBron era. But Luka is that good where you can do both. Again, Luka was just in the finals. They went to the finals last year, and you look at that team. Obviously you had Kyrie there. Um, same thing. They made trades at the deadline, and they got Gafford in there and PJ Washington and they did what they did, and look how it turned out. So um, LeBron and Luka are so good that you can put a couple more pieces around them, and I think you're good, man, because you're good to win this year because the West is wide open. I mean, you look at the West. The West is wide open. Yeah, Quan. Yeah, Luka's definitely the face now, especially being in LA. Um, and that's something too that the NBA needed. They needed that next face. So I think you kind of get it, with him being in LA. So, but yeah, I think you go all in, man, and you try to win. Again, you still got the pieces, and you look at the rest of the roster. You have the wing talent with DFS and Vandal, so you got defense there. You were able to keep Austin, so that's another complimentary player there. Um, yeah, I think you go get your big and whatever else you can get, and you go for this thing. I think they're right in position to do so.
Yeah, definitely. You know what? I can tell. I mean, I can see how somebody, because definitely Luka on the Lakers. Okay, he's definitely the face of the league, and I know a lot of people are going to be pissed that it's a Laker. that is, I mean, if you still want to call LeBron the face of the league or whatever, but Luka will be the new face of the league, and he's going to be wearing purple and gold. I can see how some people might think that might that's kind of fishy, bro. Because you get a player of Luca's stature, and you see KD, and you see Gobert, and all these players getting traded for multiple first round picks, and here you see the Lakers. I mean, AD is definitely no damn slouch. I mean, come on, bro, the best two-way player in the game, well, at least one of them. So he's definitely not a slouch, but the Lakers were able to pull it off with I think the least desirable pick, because if the Lakers have Luka, I would have wanted the latter pick that
Right.
Dallas got. I would have want 31, not 29. So if anything else, Dallas or the Lakers, they just kind of screwed up the trade market, man, because the Lakers can sit back and say, "Hey, man, I got Luka for only one pick." So I'm damn sure not going to give you two. I'm damn sure not going to
Right.
give you two for Walker Kessler. So
Yeah.
I don't know,
True.
man. I agree. I think it kind of opens the door for the Lakers, and now the Forest Rob the ability to be a little bit more aggressive and getting, and now he could get maybe a better caliber center versus where you're trying to scrap and try to trade second round picks and maybe Rui or and JHS. Now, if the right center is available, now the Lakers, they may consider trading Austin for sure because you got Luka and you got Luka now. So now I think that kind of gives the Lakers a little bit more options as far as the players they may go after.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think like at the top of their list should be Miles Turner. Obviously, he's been linked to the Lakers before, and I think if Indiana is interested in moving him, he's gettable. Um, the thing is, Indiana's good. They're what I think the fifth seed last I checked. So they're trying to make a push of their own. So if they give up Miles Turner, then I think you gotta they need a center to replace him. So I think that'll have to become like a three-team deal. Maybe you do something with Chicago and you send Vucevic to Indiana. The only thing is now the Lakers only have the one pick. So you do something
Right.
like that, you probably would have had to send out a pick to Chicago or pick to Indiana. So that'd be interesting. Obviously, Kessler, like you said, that price should come down or definitely will come down now. You're not getting two first if Luka just got, Luka went for one. And we kind of talked about it last night when this stuff initially happened or this morning, whenever it was, about how I think this is Danny Ainge coming in and helping facilitate the deal. I know he got a little cap relief in it, but um, and getting JHS in some seconds. I think this is his way of saying maybe he'll be open for business for Kessler now. And at this point, you got Luca. I'm willing to throw in Dalton Connect. Send Dalton Connect over there and the pick. Protect the 2027 pick. And and when you look at that, that's kind of like three first round picks right there, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Because Dalton Connect is the first rounder, and he's a legit, NBA player, as we're saying, as we're seeing. So
Right. Definitely. Yeah, I agree with you on that one, man. Definitely. Basically, you can say Dalton is the equivalent to a first round pick. We don't know how good he's going to end up being, but he definitely has shown flashes, being
right.
a very dangerous, basically the same thing that he was in college, which is a very dangerous shooter, a very dangerous offensive uh, weapon. Now, what do you think about all these stories, or some people making a big deal about whether LeBron knew about the trade, or people are going to say, "Oh, LeBron was behind the trade." I saw a story earlier that somebody said that LeBron was growing frustrated with AD. Apparently, LeBron saw that story and he
Yeah,
answered the
yeah,
guy, retweeted and answered the guy. He's like, "Man, get the fuck out of here with that bull." He didn't say that, but he's like, "Man, that's a fucking lie," or whatever he said. But
yeah, yeah. I saw that.
uh, what does this now, as far as the Lakers acquiring Luka? What does this? How does this change the Lakers' viewpoint about LeBron James? Does it make LeBron? I won't say expendable, but uh, certainly now that with the acquisition of Luka, the Lakers don't have to make every move revolve around LeBron. Now everything has to be revolve around Luka. Certainly now, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. This was definitely a power play by the Lakers to get their franchise back,
Right,
because now we got
right.
our guy for moving forward. Um, but in regards to LeBron knowing, I honestly don't think he knew. I think this was just owner to owner and GM to GM. Um, and they got this done. They called, and the Lakers was like, "Huh? Are you, huh? Luca, like number 77, Luka Doncic, that
Yeah,
Luca,
that
the
Luca,
the one
that
from
Luca.
the one from Europe, him." Yeah, let's do it. And I think it was something they had to jump on right away. And again, shout out to them
Hmm.
for doing so. But no, I don't think anyone knew. I mean, I really don't. And in regards to LeBron being frustrated with AD, I'm not buying that. Those guys are really, really close. So I'm not buying that at all. But yeah, LeBron did. There was a report that he's committed. Um,
Right, right,
he didn't ask to be traded because I feel like if he was ever going to want to be traded or ask to be traded, it was right now. Even
right.
even Golden State, like after that was done, they should have been calling right away. So if he ever was going to be traded, it was going to be right now in this window, between now and Thursday, the deadline. But obviously he came out and said he's staying, and I think he should because he's always been enamored by Luka. LeBron,
Mhm.
and Luka are tight, and then two, I still think that he has his best chance of winning here more so than he does in Golden State. I think he's closer to winning
Right,
here with Luka than he would, with Steph. Right now, obviously,
right.
we still have to make another move, but I think his if he wants to continue to win, I think he has a better chance to do so here with that. And then everything else, his family and all that stuff here. Um, yeah, I think he approves of the move. I mean, initially it's gonna sting, right? Because AD, that's his boy. They just won a title together. But I think Luka is the best player that LeBron will have that he's had. You know, I think Luka is better than Kyrie. I think Luka is better than Dwayne Wade, that version of Dwayne Wade he had in Miami. Um, better than Bosch, and I think he's better than AD. Um, so yeah, I think LeBron will love it.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's up, Empire Jeff? Yeah, I mean, you know what? If we had come on live, well, at least for myself, immediately after the trade, I probably would have felt just a little bit different. I mean, at the end of the day, Luca is Luca. Shit, it's Luca. But you got to set all feelings aside. You know, the Lakers weren't going to win another championship with the team that they had. It was time to shake things up, even though they weren't looking. Obviously they weren't looking to this magnitude to shake it up because who would have known that Luca was available. But I think now it just basically changes everything. Rob definitely has to go into win now mode, and I wouldn't be surprised if another move is incoming by Thursday. So we got the trade deadline Thursday, and if they do make a move, now it has to be a center. I mean, before I'm like, yeah, they 81 in the center. It looks like they need a center, but it's like now, shit, they got to get one now for sure.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
now, man, they got us all kind of shook up, and I have to figure out how to work the stream yard and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, damn. Because now we actually got something to talk about, bro. I mean, come on. Now we actually got something to talk about. We could ponder the idea of calling the games again, because we have another generational talent playing for the Lakers and the purple and gold, man. And people can say what they want about Rob and Jeannie. I know we all get frustrated, man, but they know when to pull the trigger on something big, bro. They know when to pull the trigger on something big. That's what I think, man. What's up, Empire Jeff, man? Well, who's this? Laker fan for life? Who's that? He thinks Rob didn't make a good deal, man.
He
You give
didn't.
away, you give away an all-around guy, big for a guy who only scores, can't guard nothing but scores. But he's like one of the best two or three players in the league, bro. How can you? I don't understand how you can say no to that. So
Right.
I'm not really understanding that
I
point
mean,
of
what was the
view.
alternative to stand pat and you know what make the first
Yeah,
just make the playoffs and lose in the first or second round? 'Cause that's what this team is
yeah.
going to do with AD,
Basically,
right?
yeah. That's not making. Yeah, that wasn't making no sense, man. The downside
And
is
then
that so I don't. Go ahead, go ahead.
no, and then the main thing too for the future is the Lakers weren't comfortable moving forward with AD post LeBron. Like they weren't comfortable with him being our alpha. And I don't blame him. He's not that. I don't think he's a 1A type guy. Um, so now you actually have that. And Luca is much easier to build around Luca than it is AD, right? Um, as great as AD, and again, we're not taking anything from AD. As great as AD is, you need someone to get AD the ball. And whereas Luca has the ball in his hands, yeah, it's just easier to build around that than it is to build around AD. So but again, it's just to me it was a no brainer. Like
Yeah, I think
that pop drops in your lap, you got to do that.
those those reports came out not too long ago about the Lakers not offering AD an extension. I don't know. I guess I believe that. I'm not for sure, but also, I mean, the Lakers don't really know what AD's mindset would have been once LeBron left anyway. They don't know
Right,
if he would have been ready to pack up and leave,
right.
or if he wanted to, try to stand 10 toes down and prove he can do it himself. He's had opportunity to do that already, and hasn't really done anything by himself with the Lakers. So you can't really, at the end of the day, you can't really, as you say, you can't really blame the Lakers for pulling the trigger on this and taking back control of their franchise. And I think I read somewhere where some people were saying, "Oh, this is going to piss LeBron off," and all these other kind of things. Like, look, LeBron he don't have that kind of pull anymore. Now, at least in my eyes, at 40 years old, um, they traded his running mate for the last 6 years. The Lakers have proven this time and time again. If if they trade Shaq, and now if they'll trade Anthony Davis, eventually at some point, if something going on or something falls in their lap, or if they're offered something better, they will make a move. So
Right.
I don't really think LeBron has the leverage anymore. Now he really doesn't because the Lakers have their superstar player going forward for the next 10 years. So I think most of the moves will be made now will be pretty much like I said earlier, revolving around Luka, man. So where does this leave us, bro? So what does this mean, man? Do we got to start doing post games? I saw Angry on the other day, and I jumped in his chat for a minute. He's like, "Damn, where you been, bro? I haven't seen no videos. I thought you retired." I'm like, "Nah, just not interested and busy." But so I don't know where that leaves us, man. We gotta
Yeah, I
figure
think
out
I, I,
what we gonna do.
I think Rob saw it. He was like, Rob's team saw it. Like, man, LA Sports Live, and man, we got to renew that contract. Go get Luca.
Yeah,
He
man.
just signed you back up. They just renewed the contract. So
I hate
same
to
thing. I
admit
was
it,
saying,
dog.
Jeff was saying the same thing last night.
Yeah, yeah, for real.
Jeff,
Like, where these guys
Jeff been
been?
talking Dodgers now. He done jumped on back to the Lakers.
Well, I can't.
Jeannie saw that.
The Dodgers been taking care of business, bro. You got to talk about that, man. But
Right.
like you said, Jeannie was like, enough of this shit.
We got to
We
get
got to
our
get some
creators
start.
back.
Yeah, for real, man. So we got to figure something out, bro. Might have to fire
Yeah.
up the PSF or something, man. I hate to admit it, but what was that game before the Knicks? The Lakers lost a game. I don't know who they played, but somebody who they should not have
Oh,
lost to.
Philly, Philadelphia.
Philly. I hate to admit it, bro. I really hate to admit it. Y'all might revoke my Lakers card, but that was the first fucking Lakers game I watched all season, bro. Damn. Anyhow,
Yeah, it was just nothing to
we
get excited about. And even though
yeah,
they were what a game out of the fourth seed, it still just wasn't.
yeah,
You know, I yeah, their
yeah.
ceiling wasn't high. But this changes that. And then people also questioning the move. I think Dr. Bus would have did this. He would have did the same thing.
Hell yeah. Hell
He would have
yeah.
did the same thing.
Even you ever see that interview where they were interviewing Dr. Bus and he said that he called Cleveland about LeBron James one year, and it was just a little talk, but he did
Right,
call and check in on LeBron at one point. So Dr. Bus
right,
and the Lakers organization, they know the real players. They know the real superstars, and
right.
uh, we know they belong in the purple and gold, man. But I'm at work, bro. I got to get back to work, man. We just want to jump on for a little bit. I appreciate you joining me, man, and I guess we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to figure something out, bro. We got to figure out something, man. So I don't know if there's a timeline. When Luka, is there a timeline when Luka's supposed to be
Well, they're
available to
saying,
play?
yeah, they're saying. I heard the eighth. They want him. They want him to make his debut before the before the break, All Star break. So I heard the eighth.
All right.
So we'll see. I just know you kind of hinted at it last night too. I just know AD. We got to play AD twice.
AD, if you hear me, bro, stall a brother out, man. Don't come in here. You know he's gonna come drop 50, bro. You know
Oh yeah, he's gonna kill us.
it's all good, bro. I mean, whatever, man. As long as the Lakers win, whatever. AD, you can come go crazy. Whatever, man. But anyhow, bro, I'm gonna wrap this up, man. Thanks for jumping on, bro. I appreciate it. And I guess we have to look forward to we'll have to get back on, man, when Luka makes his debut for the purple and gold.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Get excited
All right,
again
my
about
brother.
some Lakers basketball.
Oh, finally, bro. Finally, bro, man. We gotta crank it back up again.
Right.
Thanks to you, bro. Thanks for coming on, man. Thanks to everybody in the chat for jumping on. We're back. I'm back. Got a reason to be here now. And the Lakers did it again. Haters, I'm sorry to say it, but we're back. We're back. Anyway, like I always say, this is your boy, AC LA Sports Live. I'm out of here. We shall wrap with y'all later.